The air quality monitor ISP consists of one 16:2 liquid crystal display, one DHT11 sensor, one MQ135 gas sensor, and one 18-mega 328p microchip. The DHT11 temperature and humidity sensor is a basic ultra-low-cost digital temperature and humidity sensor. It uses a capacitive humidity sensor and a thermistor to measure the surrounding air, and spits a digital signal on the data pin, so no use for analog input pins needed. It's fairly simple to use, but requires careful timing to grab data. The only real downside of this sensor is you can only get a new data from it every 2 seconds. So when using the library, sensor readings can be up to 2 seconds old. Compared to the DHT22 sensor, the sensor is less precise, less accurate, and works in a smaller range of temperature and humidity. The MQ135 gas sensor can detect gases like ammonia, NH3, sulfur, S, benzene, C6H6, CO2, and other harmful gases in smoke. Similar to the other MQ series gas sensor, the sensor also has a digital and analog output pin. When the levels of these gases go beyond the threshold limit in the air, the digital pin goes high. This threshold value can be set by using the onboard potentiometer. The analog output pin outputs an analog voltage which can be used to approximate the level of these gases in the atmosphere. The MQ135 air quality sensor module operates at 5 volts and consumes around 150 milliamps. But it does require some preheating before, so it can actually give accurate results. And with the MQ135, there's a PCB version, and there's a 6-pin actual version of the sensor. So for the PCB version, it has 4 pins. VCC, power, 5 volts, pin 2, ground, pin 3, digital out. So you can just use this by setting a threshold value using the potentiometer, and pin 4, analog out, which ranges between 0 and 5 volts, analog based on the intensity of the gas. And then for the actual sensor, so there's 3 pins, H pin, A pin, and B pin. So out of the 2 H pins, one is connected to supply and the other is connected to ground. So the A pins, these pins will be tied to the supply voltage, and then the B pins. So one of the B pins will act as the output while the other will be pulled to ground.